given that it's late August, eventually you knew I had to say something about hurricanes, though I'm not here to talk about Isaac, which came ashore yesterday. Instead, 20 years ago today, we were drying out from rains produced in part by the remnants of a tropical system that was already infamous because of its impact on South Florida 5 days earlier. Now here's rainfall across the state on August 28th and 29th, 1992. 1 to 3 inches in most spots, certainly noteworthy, but not outrageous for 2 days in August. Now this was the weather map at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on August 28th. A mid-latitude low with its cold front was just west of Pennsylvania, and also ahead of that front was the remnant low that had once been tropical. Together these produced the rain I just showed. Now let's put the map in motion, but we're going to go back in time. A day earlier that low was a tropical depression in Mississippi. The day before that it was a Category 1 hurricane that had just made landfall in Louisiana. Its name? Andrew. Yes, Andrew made 2 landfalls. The second one tends to be overshadowed by the first. Now here's August 25th when Andrew was a Category 4 in the Central Gulf. And now we rewind a little more than a day to 5 a.m. on August 24th, 1992. Andrew making landfall in South Florida as a Category 5 with winds above 155 miles per hour. Now until Katrina, Andrew was the costliest hurricane in U.S. history, one of only 3 recorded Category 5s to make landfall in the U.S. At the time, Andrew was classified as a Category 4 at landfall, but a reanalysis done in 2002 led to the upgrading to Category 5. Ironically, Andrew made a direct hit on the National Hurricane Center, located then in Coral Gables, where winds of 164 miles per hour were measured on the roof of the 12-story building before the anemometer and the 1-ton radar antenna on the roof were destroyed. Category 5 hurricanes are truly a rare breed. About 700 tropical storms have been observed in the Atlantic since 1950, and of those, nearly 400, or about 56%, have become hurricanes. But only 26 of those, only 7% of all hurricanes, have reached Category 5 intensity. Here's the names of all the Cat 5s. They all fit on one page. Now these are in chronological order. There were 4 in the 1950s, 6 in the 1960s, 3 in both the 1970s and 1980s, 2 Category 5s in the 90s, and 8 last decade, including 4 in the hyper 2005 season. The last Category 5 in the Atlantic was in 2007. You need a perfect combination of ingredients to keep a hurricane's engine revving at Cat 5 intensity, so most don't stay there very long. The average time spent at Category 5 is around 20 hours, but 40% of the time, Cat 5 status lasts 12 hours or less. Really intense hurricanes are more common in the western North Pacific Ocean, where ocean waters tend to be warmer and hurricanes are called typhoons. That part of the world averages about 3 super typhoons per year, equivalent to Category 5 intensity. Fred will be back with the extended forecast next.